Hey guys, what's up? It's Freshmaker94 here. Just gonna show you guys how to clean your hookah stuff. I got my tall KM here, hits about 40 inches. I got this other hookah I got for $50, smokes like a dream. Hot plate, my hose with a tip, and my 4 bowls that I use mainly. And today I'm gonna show you how to properly clean your vase, your stem, your hose port, your bearing, and your ashtray, and all your bowls. Alright, so, alright, stick around. So here we have my vase, stem, the brush I used to clean the stem, ashtray, we got the ball bearing and the bearing cover, and we're going to wash that hose port also, and then the grommet that I used to connect my stem to the vase. So here we go. Just put this here again. So, I usually started out with just kind of pour some water in here, let it filter out. And as you can see on the left side, actually I don't think you can see that, it's kind of running out right here. You just gotta rinse it out a bit. I like to rinse out my purge valve also. Believe it or not, you can actually get a lot of nasty stuff inside your purge valve. A lot of people don't know that. And that's why sometimes their purge valve gets stuck. When they're smoking and they want to purge it, they can't because it's stuck because there's gunk buildup in there. Let me just run some water through this. And the main thing I always like to clean is this part right here, because I don't use normal grommets. I use paper towels because I feel it gives a better seal. And it also sucks up the juices, and it keeps you from getting all over your hookah and getting all over a nasty leather grommet. So let's just wash this part right here. This part is really hot. Okay. Alright. Now it's time for the brush. Dry my hands real quick. Alright, the brush, very simple. You just insert it on one side. I usually go all the way through. And then I always do a check. I always look through it. See if I can get you guys the same view. Let's see. There you go. And although it looks pretty clean right now, there's still some buildup in it, and you got to get that out. You really do. It actually changes the way you smoke. If you don't get all that dried up juices on the inside, it'll make it taste not exactly what you want. For example, I smoked mint chocolate chill, and then again that is mint, but I did smoke mint chocolate chill out of this hookah. And anything else I tried to smoke, all I could taste was mint chocolate chill. So it really matters how you maintain your hookah. It really changes the quality of the smoke. So let's run water through this one last time. Alright. So right now my stem is done. Just gotta shake it. I personally like air drying better than towel drying. So I just let my hookah sit right there in the barbecue area. I got these 2 bowls that I just cleaned. Now if we go back inside. Alright, the vase. I'm probably one of the only people to do this, but I feel it works wonders. Okay? It's quite simple. Fill it with hot water. Not all the way, of course. I only fill it to a little bit below what I fill it with to smoke. So right there you can see the water level. Normally I smoke about a fingernail above that little dot, and I put a little bit below. And then the next step is that little soap dispenser right there. Just take this, put some soap in there, And then you slosh that around. Really slosh it around. Both my vases, this isn't just this one, this is just how I clean my vases. And it actually works really well. Alright, you want to get a good amount of foam in there. And then I just let it sit. It's usually not the first thing I do, first thing I clean, because I just let it sit for the whole time while I'm cleaning everything else, and then when I'm done I empty it out, rinse it out, get all the soap out. So next we're going to wash my ashtray. Just it's obviously pretty simple. You just run water over it. I scrub mine. I don't like it being dirty. Okay. And we're going to put that outside to air dry in a second. The grommet, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really need to go into too much detail on this one. You just kind of rinse that off. And then this, if you do have like lime away and stuff, make sure you do this to your purge valves, because they can build up that gunk and stuff. This is a kind of unique purge valve in my opinion. I don't really see that. And then the ball, I know a lot of my friends, they have the metal one. I honestly prefer the plastic one over anything. They're much easier to clean. They don't corrode as easy, but still top quality bearing you want on your hookah. The best bearing you want is a glass one. Alright guys, here we are. I only got 3 bowls out because I have a second mod bowl. It really doesn't serve any purpose. So we got the Vortex, the Egyptian clay, and the standard mod bowl. Alright, so pretty much the Egyptian clay and the mod bowl are almost the same process, except the Egyptian clay has this weird like pointy things on the inside made from the holes inside the bowl, and that makes it a little harder to clean on the inside, but you know, we'll manage. So you want to scrub it out with your thumb. Okay. Usually what I do first, because I don't like to get the sheesh on the sponge, it's really annoying. Flood it a bit and then you scrub it out. It's really nice. Alright. Let me try and get it in as much into as possible, because there's still juices in there. There's still juices caked up in there. Flood it. Alright, this mod bowl is done. And then, well, that's the Egyptian clay, I'm sorry. This is the mod bowl. And you want to just scrape off, because on mod bowls, especially when you smoke Fumari, it really stains your bowls. It really does. So, I mean, the outside rim you see here, that's never going to really get clean, ever. The part that's polished and feels like, you know, smooth, that part, it's going to get clean more than the outside rim. So you want to just scrub it really well and get all that gunk off of it. And I mean, I don't mind actually using my fingernail for some things. If it doesn't come off with your fingernail, then it's really just glued on there. And I mean, if it's a little bit, it's no big deal, but if it's a lot, then you gotta get that shit off. Alright. Now, especially with these bowls, if you look on the inside, right there in the inside rim, you'll see just like that black stuff on the inside of your mod bowls, if you have mod bowls. And you really want to try your hardest and get as much as you can out of there, because that juice, it'll burn, and that burn is just going to suck right into your hookah, and you're no longer smoking a nice freshly packed bowl, you're smoking just burn. Alright, flood it a bit. This bowl's done. And the Vortex is interesting. I clean it a specific way. Alright, get it wet, you know, you obviously scrub the shisha out. This bowl's actually relatively clean, but you know, you scrub the shisha out. And then what I do is I push the sponge right here in between the spire and the wall, and then I just twist it while I'm constantly keeping pressure. And I do that for a good amount of rotations. Alright, and then at the end you grab the spire with your sponge and you just twist it on it, because the spire does get dirty. It really does. Alright, and then you flood the inside. Okay, shake it around. I actually don't see how that works at all, because if you put it upside down, it's just going to go into the outside edges like I showed you in the mod bowl, and the water's just going to chill in there, and it's not really going to fully dry. This way, if you sit it this way, it'll all sink down to the bottom as if it was going down a stem or something. So I'm just going to put those outside to dry. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, that's pretty much it.